April 1st, my dad and my family, we took my mom to the hospital because she was feeling unwell. And you know, not to drag out the story, but she was feeling unwell for quite a bit, not feeling quite herself. And so we took her to the hospital on April 1st, April Fool's Day, mind you. So that's a bit of a coincidence. April Fool's Day. And the doctor asked for her to do some tests. And so she was going through a few tests, and he asked her a few questions. And then they took her in for a scan. And they found out that her scan, she had a tumor, she had a brain tumor. And so the doctor, the doctor told her and told us that she had a brain tumor and that she would need to be airlifted out the next day, and that was what they were going to organize. And makeup is fresh. so we found out that, and then so she was airlifted out. She was airlifted out the next day, and we were all in good spirits. So we're a strong family of faith. We're Christians. We would joke with my mom, like, I'm gonna punch you for doing this at this time. Like, this is the worst timing. But she was airlifted out, and so my dad went with her. And actually, my sister and I, we went to the Carifta Games. That was April 1st. I don't remember the exact timeline, but maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks later, my sister and I went to Carifta. But she went to Boston, airlifted out and went to Boston to get treatment. And so my dad was with her, and it was my sister and I, my aunt, one of my mom's cousins, my Aunt Sonia, I'm like giving her name on camera. My Aunt Sonia, she came and stayed with my sister and I. And then my brother came home from school because he was in college at the time. And we were all together at the house. And for that month, we were in good spirits. We were in positive spirits. My dad was keeping us up to date, and we would talk to my mom sometimes on the phone, not a lot, but we would speak to her a little. And we went off to Carifta, and while I was at Carifta, obviously a lot of stuff was going on at home, but I ran my race, and I actually dedicated my race to her, because I'm like, if my mom is in Boston right now with cancer, she had stage 4 brain cancer, what we ultimately found out when she was in Boston. She had stage 4 brain cancer, and she's going through that. And I'm like, if she's doing that, why can't I run 3.5 laps around a stupid track and do my best? I can put my all into this if she's putting her all into putting her best effort to save her life, to stay alive. And so I ran that. I ended up getting a bronze medal for that. So my first bronze medal at Carifta. I got a junior national record for that. So that was amazing. And it was just a great race. And my sister ran to me after, was like, you did it, you actually got a medal, you did it for mommy. And so it was really emotional, and I was so excited. And then I called my dad right after the race, and I got to talk to my mom after the race, and I was like, Mommy, I'm like, I ran the 1500. I was like, I won a bronze medal. I did it for you. And she's like, you did? I'm like, yep. And she's like, Mommy is so proud of you. And that was really special. It was really special because that was actually the last time that I talked to him. I don't remember how many days it was, but we went home after Carifta, and then my dad called us. Can't even remember exactly what day, but called us. Perhaps it was April 28th, 29th or something like that. And he called us and he said, he called the house and I was on the phone. He was like, "Where's your sister? Get your sister on the phone." So my sister answered the phone and he said, he was like, "You guys," he's like, "I have some bad news." And you can hear it in his voice that his voice was cracking. You can hear it in his voice that he was just trying not to like bawl on the phone. And he said, "You guys, I have some bad news." And he said, "Mommy is not going to make it." And my sister instantly dropped to the ground on the phone. She dropped to the ground. And I stayed on the phone and I was like, "What?" And he said, "I'm so sorry." He said, "I'm so sorry, but she's not gonna make it." And then he was like, do you guys want to come out here? Do you guys want to come out here to Boston?" And we said yes. And he said, "Okay, I'm gonna arrange for you guys to come out tomorrow." And we got to see her, which was really nice. She wasn't struggling or anything. She was sleeping. She was all hooked up to a machine, so she was essentially being kept alive. But we got to be with her, got to pray over her, got to talk to her. She was asleep, but got to talk to her, so it was really special. When my Nana came to see her, my mom squeezed her hand, which shows that she was there and she was present in that, so it was really special. So although it was tough, it was special to be able to bring her back and have her last moments here with her family. So I say I'm thankful that it was in a short period of time, because in that month it felt like an eternity, but it was good that it was just a month. I didn't really know what exactly I was getting into as far as me having to step up in such a big way and put in my big girl panties, so to speak, because it was all happening right there and then, right? So I kind of just shifted and kind of just made myself become more mature because I had to, not because, I was like, "Oh, I better do this now." It was kind of organic, everything was happening in real time. So yeah, I did have to put on my big girl panties.